giving you a slice of unapologetic conversation. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, the Mr. Fantastic of podcastings. Fantastic Four. First, comedian, professional joke slinger Tico DeGaio. What's good, Tico?
Greetings and salutations, you peons. You talk it, I live it all day, every day. I'm talking because I'm delirious from a homecoming haze.
Oh, that
Still,
homecoming
it's
haze. I
Tuesday.
mean, Tuesday,
You know why,
bro.
Tico? You
The
know why?
snapback is real.
You know why?
Why?
Because you soft.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
You
would have to
soft.
agree. I would have to agree. I
I
would
did
have
go
to
to
agree.
work though. I did work though. That's one thing.
Good.
I am going to
Good.
work.
A lot of people didn't make it.
Mm.
A lot of people can't
Yeah,
say the same.
exactly. And of course, the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y, was good, Kate.
What's up, y'all? It's Keisha with a Y, aka Hip Hop Mom, aka guess what? I'm going to see Pusha T tomorrow
Oh,
with my
nice,
kids and your mom's
nice.
favorite mom.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Pusha T for the second time around for you going to see Pusha T.
Yes, yes. We saw him in Charlotte, and we see him again. Why
You
is he
think?
so? Why is he giggling so terribly?
I don't know.
Cause man,
What
look, man,
what
look,
what
look.
what what
Okay,
what?
so you remember sitting back, listening to your mom or your granddaddy play records, right?
Mm-hmm.
You heard the groups, the Shy-Lights, the Dales, Aretha Franklin, you know. So we're getting up there on age, and our styles and our music will be the classics that our kids and grandkids will go thumbing through our collections of records or data that is of,
Right.
of that we
Clicking through our
listen to. Right,
folders.
exactly. So just imagine us in our like 80s still listening to Pusher T.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I'm
I
just
think of
getting
that
I'm
about
just
that on the
Yeah.
regular.
that's just crazy. Like,
It's knock,
Yeah.
knock. I need that knock.
Yeah.
exactly. We just, some of
T-shirts
the
and kicks, throwbacks. Yeah, that's what we gonna be at 80. You know what I
my
mean? So.
orthopedic my orthopedics is gonna be fly, son. I'm telling you.
They got some fly. They've got some flies. Very,
Hmm.
very comfortable New Balances. You had to
Mm.
transition over to the old
To
man
the
New
New
Balances,
Yep.
Balances,
but
the New Balances.
because your
That's
feet
what's up.
be
Hell yeah.
dancer feet hurt when you
Mm.
get old.
Yep.
Shit.
And ladies and gentlemen, our social media assassin Rob the Actual is out today. But of course, he'll be joining us next
Boo,
week.
boo.
Feel better, whatever. So, uh,
Damn. Damn.
what?
Well, fuck. Well, damn. All right.
I'm just saying. Need to get some rest. Get some rest.
Mm.
That's perfectly fine. Okay. Look, guys, we got an interesting show for you today. And of course, before we get started, remember you can catch Straight to Tape 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. The audio version of Straight to Tape, which is powered by Acast. You can find that on all of your favorite podcasting platforms, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, uh, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts, Straight to Tape. Don't forget to check us out on on all of our podcasting, all of our social media platforms. That being Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Straight to Tape. Make sure you go by our YouTube channel S2T Media. Make sure you're hitting that. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Show us some love, ladies and gentlemen. Show us some love. Look, before we get deep into today's show, how was everyone's weekend? I know Tico, this was your homecoming this weekend. So how did
Yeah.
and yes, and of course you're still recovering from whatever you did.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, man. The herd is getting thin. The herd is getting thin, ladies and
All right,
gentlemen.
now, you got to explain that. What do you mean by the herd getting thin?
Well,
As I hover over his button.
you know,
Oh,
Continue.
we we remember these times when we were younger, going to homecomings and thinks about all the parties that we used to hang out. till the break of dawn. Probably 2 days in a row, just stay up all night drinking and partying and
Break it
having fun. You
down,
know what I'm
break it
saying?
down. Sorry, I had to
And
get that in.
then
Go ahead.
when you get in your 30s, you're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You're a little
Yeah,
older,
that's
you
when you
gotta
have to
mature.
switch to a day
Yeah,
party and then a
e-
night party the next day. You
exactly.
can't like or a night party on Friday and a day
And th-
party. Like you can't do it all
right,
in your
right. So,
30s.
right. So you know what I'm saying. You curve that, right? But then you
Mhm,
got to go. You got to do the tailgate,
mhm.
and
Mhm.
you got to save it for the tailgate, and then you got to go to the joint that night.
Saturday night. So you do like a little day party mixer on Friday,
Right.
something
Mhm.
light. You know what I'm saying? Hang out, but you
Mhm.
But
still like out,
but
not
you
out like
still at the tailgate. You still at the tailgate. You know how tailgates get though. But we still,
mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying. We still in our 30s, so we still thinking we still
bubbling.
doing what we can do in them 20s. So you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying. So you hit them 40s. You know what I mean? You pick and choose, like you know what I'm saying. Like yeah,
Yeah, you can't
I'm
hit
gonna do this day
everything.
party, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you can't hit
do this day
everything.
party. You know what I'm saying? And you do all this other stuff, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do you know, the tailgate and go to the party. That'll be my joint. Then I'll see everybody Sunday and, right? But them 50s, son, them 50s,
Talk about it.
man, you'd be like, is this feasible for me to go? You know what I'm saying? Do I really? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, yeah, fuck it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the
Mhm.
herd is getting thin because like now like people are bringing their grandkids and shit, and you know what I'm saying. Now you're looking at them totally different from when you used to look at them before. Like you know what I'm saying. I remember you, like the back of your head, but I remember you. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Back of
homecoming.
your head.
Yeah, homecoming is for fucking.
Wait,
Ah,
Kate.
see, she cut her own mic off.
Yeah, you know
See,
what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
talking about. Look at her.
Okay,
She was
okay.
too busy trying to get me. She got her own mic off.
No, my baby was going to the store. I had to give him some money. Anyway, I'm sorry. What?
Mm, homecoming is for fucking.
Oh God.
So well, hold
That's
on,
why I'm not going this year.
wait. So what you're trying to say is when you get into that late 40s, early 50s mode, that's the only, in your opinion, that's the only thing that homecoming is for.
Shit, that's the only thing, man. Since you got out of college, is to go back to
Eh,
fuck the shit that you ain't fucked before. That's it.
And sometimes it's so disappointing.
And yeah, you be
Sorry to
like,
say.
damn, you know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, dog. You know what I'm
Everything happens for
saying?
a reason, and I tried to usurp that reason, and now here we are.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
Here we
So,
are.
so, so
we okay, hold on. We don't have to. Are we gonna have to carve out an extra 10 minutes to
No,
continue
no, we're not.
the
No.
homecoming season
Mm-mm.
conversation
mm,
for what
Nope.
y'all
no,
just
Nope.
brought up?
no,
Nope. We're
no, no.
done.
We'll talk about it after you go after yours is coming up in like what, November?
Yeah. So weekend of November 4th. And yeah, Friday. I mean, there's really like 2 day parties I would like to do on Friday. Some
Oh,
nice
you trying
cigar.
to do
Look,
two
Perry.
day
No,
parties on
no,
one
no.
day?
Perry,
I
look,
don't
Yo,
know.
look, look here, look here.
I might.
just
Okay.
cancel
Perry,
the show
Perry,
that next Tuesday.
Perry don't even
Cancel
Perry
the
look
show.
Perry don't invite me to his joints. Look, because he know the motherfuckers out there smelling like motherfucking damn fucking shellac wood. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause them motherfuckers, them candy canes, them motherfuckers be out there swinging them damn canes and shit. So them freshly shellacked canes. And motherfuckers, man. I
No,
love it, yo. I
no,
love it. What?
no.
I do. But she don't never
Freshly
invite me to
shellac.
the parties, man.
Cause you wild,
P.
nigga. That's why.
P for
Golly,
What?
he
real.
got
What?
For real. For
What?
real.
Perry has a whole wife. Okay, Perry has a whole wife. You can't be fandangling and dangling around his wife.
I'm not for dangling around nobody's wife. I know how to, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Pause.
all I
For
know,
dangling.
all I,
Pause,
all I
y'all.
know, all I know, Perry, tell the truth. When y'all homecoming come and y'all cats come out there and y'all got them canes, everybody's cane is freshly shellacked. Isn't that not right? Nobody, you know what I'm saying? It's freshly shellacked and
No dull
freshly taped.
canes.
That That would be for those that want to bring their canes. I usually don't. I mean, mine are usually, the ones I still have are still like in storage. To be quite honest with you,
Like ones, you have
but
more than
but
one.
I mean, yeah,
How many do you have?
yeah.
How
Let's
many do
see.
you
I
have
think I still got three left. I got like three left from back in the day.
left? So you have more than three at one
Yeah.
time? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Are they like pool
Different.
cues? Because my dad's a pool
I
shark.
know,
He
just
might he has
I know, it's
one
just
favorite pool stick, and he might have a couple of backups. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But
look, different designs, different styles.
oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
I got one that just has, just has diamonds on it instead of,
The
you know,
swirl,
yeah. So,
the swirl.
yeah,
But Key,
Mm-mm.
Perry
I don't want
would
to
do
do
that
this
shit
anymore.
because Perry has a pair of wrestling tights, like real like
Let's
college
move on
wrestling
to our
tights.
topics for today, okay?
That's
yeah,
another story
yeah,
for another
yeah,
time.
yeah. Really, 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 really. Can't believe he went there. But,
I'm not
ladies
gonna
and
say
gentlemen,
that.
you know how we get the show started. We take a look at the top trending stories of the week in a segment of the show that we like to call the headline grab. So, look, this past week, um, the biggest the biggest probably the biggest news, the one thing that we definitely need to talk about and address first was what happened on Thursday. We had 5 killed in the Hedingham mass shooting. Hedingham being a neighborhood in Raleigh, North Carolina. Um and there was a shooting where five people, five people in the neighborhood were killed. In the first one being a off-duty police officer.
Mm-mm.
Um, no,
His
actually,
brother.
the first one being the brother of the shooter, the 16-year-old brother of the shooter,
Mhm.
shooter being a 15-year-old kid. Um, and it's I'll say this, it's of course we've seen mass shootings or have been through mass shootings in this country as a whole
Yeah,
for over the
clearly.
past 15 yeah for over the past 15-20 years.
There have been like
um
540,
yeah,
539 since the
yeah,
beginning of the year
yeah,
in
yeah,
the US. Like we are
yeah,
like number one with a bullet as far as that's concerned than
yeah, but
any
this
other developed country in the world.
yeah but this time around, it does hit a little bit different when it's actually in your own backyard. And this one, with us being a um, triangle based show, this was literally right in our backyard. And Key, for you, it was literally
Yeah.
in your
So
backyard.
I that day my son had an open mic at on NC State's campus. And so he had been at work all day. So the plan was just that everybody meet out at the spot for the open mic. I live right off of New Bern Avenue, Highway 64. So I hear sirens all the time. There's a hospital right down the street. There's a we actually have a fire station in our neighborhood. Excuse me. So I hear sirens all the time. But when I'm getting ready to leave around 5 o'clock ish, just like lots and lots of fucking sirens. So going about my business. I'm like pulling out into the road, getting on the highway. I see literally it's probably a mile and a half between where I turn on to the main 64, New Bern Avenue. I turn on to New Bern Avenue, and to get to the highway, it's probably a mile and a half, maybe. Um, I saw 10 cops like booking it up towards my way. It's New Bern Avenue. I hear gunshots at night. Like it's not a there's got to be like there's woods around here where they're developing, and I think people go out there to shoot. My neighbors blow fireworks on a just a regular basis, so I wasn't really concerned. so much other than, that's weird. So then, as I'm turning onto the highway, I see an ambulance that's flanked by two cop cars. And I was like, "Oh shit, a cop's been killed, like I'm or shot." Um, and then went on about my way. Little did I know that my kid came home from work in the middle of all of that. So I get to the place where to campus where the open mic is and
Mhm.
call him. And I'm like, "Where are you?" Because it's about to start. And he was like, "Well, I came home." I'm like, "Oh shit, leave. Like, or either stay in the house or leave right now." So luckily he was able to get out of the neighborhood. But at that time, the shooter was still at large. I also have a friend that lives on the street where the cop was murdered. His yard was part of the crime scene. It was just a whole lot, y'all. It was a fucking lot. It was a lot. The next morning, cops were still very present in the neighborhood. Um, News helicopters still flying above head. They're still flying above head, which is triggering for me and most of my neighbors, um, because it was so intense during the time that they were still looking for this dude, right? So if there are any news people out there, stop fucking flying helicopters over Hedingham. Ain't shit going on here right now. Nothing else. Um, but the next morning I went to go walk my dog, our normal walk up the street, back. As we're on our way back, I hear like a kid screaming, and it wasn't like a playful scream. Like a kid literally was screaming over and over. I had a mini breakdown and I ran home.
Mhm.
Knowing full well the alleged shooter was captured at that time. He's still in the hospital. Um, but it's just so horrible. And there's still very few details about what and why this happened. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I may get flack for this if anybody's listening. Black people kill for a purpose normally, right? It is targeted, it's still wrong, but it's targeted towards someone that has wronged them. Normally.
Well, they thought they had, yeah,
Huh?
or thought that they had.
Right, or thought that they had wronged them. It's super targeted normally. I think there's some crazy shit going on in California, but I just couldn't ingest that because I have my own shit going on in my own neighborhood. Yo, this shit is just wild to me. And it's always been wild. But right now we don't know whether what the motives were, what the family situation was. I have heard that his parents are separated. You could kind of tell by their separate statements, um, and how the news described contacting each of the parents. Um, but yo, it makes me fearful, and I'll get over it. Right? Shit has happened over 500, almost 600 times this year. I'll get over it, but it makes me super fearful because this shit can happen at any place at any time. These people were literally having their afternoon walks after they got off work. The cop was on his way to work. He wasn't in a cop car. Um, there are people on the street that are just walking on the street. There are people in the greenway that were just taking their normal afternoon walk. Shit. Like, and you have to kind of be of the mindset as soon as my time to go, it's my time to go. And everything happens for a reason. And I do live by that tenet, but this shit shook the shit out of me. Like it shook the shit out of me. And I am really proud of how RPD handled the situation. They basically locked down our neighborhood. I was out, like the open mic was like an hour or an hour and a half. I had to like fucking stay out because I couldn't get back into my neighborhood, which I'm, thankful for. There was a little mix up, not a little mix up. I call it a big mix up, but the Nightdale Police Department was assisting. There were like all like there's so many different agencies here, fire and rescue and all different like Apex and Nightdale and Holly Springs and Cary Police and Wake County Sheriffs and just looking for this dude, right? And Tico, he like took off from Hedingham and like headed over towards your old neighborhood,
Yep.
like off Buffalo Road.
Right.
And I'm really happy at how they handled it. A lot of people that live on that street were saying like they were like, just like poking their heads out their doors, like, what the fuck is going on? The cops were like, get back inside now. And they did a really good job of containing the situation and capturing the dude alive. And let me say something else. And Pete, feel free to like ramp me down as you need to time wise, but
Go ahead, boo. Go ahead.
we're
Go ahead.
we're
Go.
we're in a time where there's so many things happening as far as law enforcement and people of color. Understand first and foremost that shit should not happen, right? So all of I'm getting my updates from social media, so I'm on social media. All of well, if he was black, it doesn't really it doesn't matter because proper policing is for them to apprehend the suspect and take him to jail.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like there are lots of people calling for this dude's death, and yes, he murdered 5 people, but if we're going to insist that it doesn't happen to us, then it really shouldn't happen to anybody. Like it's not some shit you can pay back. Like, hey, I'll pay you $5 tomorrow for a hamburger today type shit. It's not that shit. So understand that as we evolve as a society and as we go to the polls in November and vote for people that we think have our best interests at heart, that will work with these police departments. The head police in Raleigh is a black woman. The last one was a black woman. So more than likely, you can never tell, Herschel Walker, Kanye West. But more than likely, they understand the plight of what we go through with law enforcement, right? So, but they did not, cops not supposed to kill people. They're not supposed to kill anybody. Their job is to mitigate a threat and capture the person so that they can have their due process. That's what's supposed to happen. That was what's supposed to happen to George Floyd. That was what it was supposed to happen to everybody else that has died at the hands of cops that weren't an active threat, right? And we don't know what happened back there in that woods, in the garage or a barn or whatever, wherever he was, but they were able to successfully capture him alive, injured but alive, and that's how the shit is supposed to go. So stop that shit right now.
The thing about that, Keith, like I'm totally with you on that. Now the thing that I would like to see done is I want them to comb through his shit like they would our shit. Go all the
Yeah.
way back into his school records.
Hmm.
Let's really find out what's really wrong with this kid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to happen. If he was a kid and he had stole some gum and was on probation, they would post that shit on
Hmm.
in the news, like, you know what I'm saying, he's a thief or some shit like that.
Yeah, they're
So
being super calculated. The
exactly.
media, well, not the media. I think it's the police.
Hmm.
It
Um,
is. It is.
it's the police. They're being super.
Mm.
So there's supposed to be a 5-day report that comes out on Thursday. That was supposed to give us more detail on what maybe some why. I'm not sure of dude's actual condition. They said he's in critical condition, but whether
Yeah,
he's able to talk
I
or
think
all of that stuff.
the last report I saw, the condition was described as grave.
Hmm.
Okay.
So we may
Yeah.
not ever find out why he did this, but they're gonna go digging as soon as they get the green light. I think the media is trying to respect what the police is trying to do. Because this is how, again, this is how it's supposed to happen, right? It's how
Right.
it's supposed to happen. I think if I think of it any kind of other way, then I get angrier. But this is how
Well,
it's supposed to happen.
well, I know the neighborhoods. I feel for their pain and all that. Um, I I guess they get the taste, the feel of how it feels when what we deal with within our neighborhoods, within our, you know what I'm saying, in our hoods. Um, you know, people being lost and killed, you know, in our neighborhoods. I hear that they want a community to come together and all that, and that's just, and that's cool. But you know, if you want, I mean, it's like this. I can feel for the people. I can feel for them because you know, it's a grave thing that happened. But you know what I'm saying? Shit happens to us all the fucking time.
There's no
But
retribution
but,
in tragedy, though. There's absolutely no retribution in tragedy.
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this should be the wake up call for us to be like, yo, together. Like this is a real fucking issue. This is a problem. Not only in, you know what I'm saying, your neighborhood, but you know what I'm saying, now you get to little bit, now you can sympathize. That's what I'm trying to say. You can sympathize what's going on within inside ourselves. So let's get
They're
together
not those people
and
that
be
don't
together.
believe in gun control. There have been bills presented by the left that call for their rules around or laws around locking up your guns, right? Making sure
Right.
that they're locked and additional fines if it's found that your gun is not properly secured. Republicans didn't want that. There's a some
Don't
like
that's giving
mental health checks.
Right. Right.
They didn't want that. Like they don't
the,
maybe what you're saying, and now that it's super close to home, they may change their mind, but I don't think so.
no, there was a red alert law or a red alert bill.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. That was, that could have, that could have put a bigger, a bigger canvas on, there's something going on in
Right.
your
They didn't want
neighborhood.
it said a
Yeah.
notification, like a
Yep.
notification system. Like I literally left in the middle of this shit and my mama had to call me talking about, girl, there's an active shooter in your
Yeah.
neighborhood. Excuse me? So they voted against that. Like it's like it doesn't. And again, Tico, you may be right. I'm hoping that just like in The Grinch That Stole Christmas, the Grinch
Right.
will see that how right, right. Their hearts will grow because those are common sense things that don't usurp a person's right to own guns. Notify the people if some shit's popping off. Check people for mental health flags and make sure the motherfuckers have their guns locked up, which they should anyway.
Yeah.
Those do not hinder people from owning firearms, but they don't want it because they're like politicians, left and right, are so anti for the sake of fucking being anti. Just do the right fucking thing. But I do see,
You're
as
absolutely
far
right.
as news reports today, I do see the wheels kind of churning as far as the mayor and the governor, of course, but they're on the left. They've been wanting this shit. So we'll see how shit goes. We'll see how these platforms manifest in November as we get closer to
Right.
voting time. But yo,
Yo, Key, did you hear about the dude that was bucking in the house?
and this nigga is shooting inside his house
Thank you.
like the next fucking day.
Thank you for
What is
bringing that
wrong
up,
with
Tico.
you?
Thank you for bringing
Yo,
that up. In the exact
yo.
same neighborhood, you know, this incident happens, I'll say this, self-contained incident inside your house, but even still, when
No,
you
because the cops told a neighbor of his
uh-huh.
that they need to check their cars and houses because the house is back in the back. I have a good amount of room between
Yeah,
my
there's some
houses.
woods up
Mhm.
in
But
there.
the
There's some,
ones, right,
they
but
don't
the ones
understand that there's some cuts. We got cuts. There's
but the
cuts.
ones back of the neighborhood are close, like
Right.
the
Yeah.
mansion or whatever. So they told a couple of the neighbors that they need to check their houses and their cars for bullet holes the next, because it happened at night. In the morning when the sun comes up. Nigga, what are you doing? And I pull up the picture. I'm like, for real?
Yep. Rodney
Rodney.
Manning.
God damn it,
Manning,
Rodney.
29.
What are you doing? And maybe he didn't know
Exactly.
somehow. I don't know. But yeah.
Now
that
look,
shit-
but look, they said that now he got arrested, right? And they charged him for discharging a firearm and enclosure to incite fear.
Mhm.
To incite fear.
And I don't know if it
And
was a
also,
domestic something
right, and also a failure to appear in court, right?
from
So,
previous.
right. So they said the article said that there were no injuries, but Manning has injuries that's unrelated to the gunshot wounds.
Oh yeah, they got his ass.
Mhm.
They got him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to
But
say about that.
yeah, and the report from Raleigh PD, so that's going to be Thursday because
Mhm.
usually takes about 5 days. So we'll we'll see what we learn from
Yeah,
from
man.
that report. What do we have next? Okay, so the Warnock and Walker debate. Warnock and Walker debate as early voting starts. So in the state of Georgia, early voting started yesterday. Okay, and from a lot of the reports that I've seen about early voting, they're at a record pace already from day one. Okay,
Let me go
that
vote tomorrow.
over 133,000 in-person votes were casted yesterday. Okay, which is like 20% more than 2020. Okay, so with Georgia being a huge watershed state for the midterm. When you have the the governor rematch between current governor Brian Kemp and and his opponent the last go around, Stacey Abrams, going at it again, and the Georgia Senate seat currently held by Reverend Raphael Warnock, of course, running against
Husha.
Georgia football legend Herschel Walker. And
Husha.
so they had their one and only debate. Well, let me rephrase that. The one and only debate that featured Warnock and Walker was this past Friday. There was another debate on Sunday that Walker did not show up to. So it was actually Warnock and the Libertarian candidate that's on the ballot. So Friday was kind of like the main event. And I looked at a lot of the political commentators as they were giving their their thoughts and recap of the of the debate, which most of it was Herschel didn't do anything to totally embarrass himself.
Besides pull out a
Whoa. Notice I said totally, not to totally embarrass himself. But then during the debate, this question came up, about law enforcement support, and this is what happened.
One thing I have not done, I've never pretended to be a police officer, and I've never threatened a shootout with the police.
Well, and now I have to respond to that.
We are moving on,
I have to
gentlemen.
respond to that. And you know what's so funny? I am with many police officers, and at the same time,
Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, excuse me, Mr. Walker.
When
please,
he said a problem
out of
with the truth,
respect,
the truth is
I need
here.
to let you know, Mr.
Yes.
Walker, you are very well
Yes.
aware of the rules tonight.
Yes.
And you have a prop.
Yes.
That is not allowed, sir. I ask you to put that prop away.
Well, it's not a prop. This is real. And he said, I have a problem. I never worked with law enforcement.
It is considered a prop, Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You're very well aware of the rules.
She did really well because she should have said, "You ain't no damn cop. Why do you have a badge, sheriff? You're not a sheriff."
Supposed to bring anything like that, though. Anyway,
I know, but she said you are well aware of the rules, nigga. You ain't no cop.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's an honorary cop. Honorary cops don't make you real cops. Okay, one.
Honorary, boy. What you talking
but
about?
two,
you trying to tell me damn Steven Seagal is not a motherfucking police officer? You mean tell me that damn show he had while he was out there busting cats with a motherfucking damn tank and that motherfucker had a vest on? You mean to tell me
Walker, Texas Ranger?
He wasn't. You mean to tell me that he was honorary? That shit meant nothing? Is that what you trying to tell me? Steven Seagal, motherfucking damn.
Sir, you're full. Steven Seagal, you are fully aware of the rules. You have a prop.
Yeah.
Okay. But did y'all hear the people laughing when Warnock said, "At least I didn't pretend to be a cop"? They were like belly laughs in the damn audience. I've never heard that at a debate before. Unless unless one of the candidates was actually making a joke, but they're laughing at him. So hopefully we know from history that sharp increase in voting when early voting starts hopefully shows a good lean towards the Warnock side, because they always vote.
But look, but do you okay? All right. So he didn't show up for the last debate, right? He didn't show up, right?
It was on Sunday, man. You ain't gonna miss no Super Bowl. You ain't gonna miss no football for no debate.
But peep this though. In all actuality, when I sit back and I think about it, and Cass was like, what I'm saying, he didn't show up. In all actuality, I think that is a pretty smart move. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it takes two to argue, but a fool argues by themselves. This motherfucker was talking about Walker, and Walker wasn't even there.
Yeah, but he wasn't arguing by himself.
He was arguing by himself. No, so when you argue by yourself, you look foolish because you ain't doing.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
But he wasn't arguing by himself because he had another candidate there. Okay,
I'm so sorry. I thought that was sorry. I thought that was white. I thought that was white light.
He was not standing on his chest.
I thought that was white light. I'm sorry.
No. He's actually a candidate that's probably going to get about 3 to 5% of the vote, which is normally what libertarians get.
I would really like to know, like, the people that are voting for him. Do y'all not see what I see? Do y'all not see, have y'all not seen the get well card? Are y'all just calling that a lie? Because there are 2 women that say this nigga paid for abortions while he was married. So that's just, they're just lying. They're just lying. They're all lying.
It's funny you brought up abortion because during the debate, Herschel Walker has been an anti-abortion candidate on all levels. Okay,
unless
during
the debate, one that needs the abortion.
During the debate, he switched it up. Okay, where he said he supports what Georgia has in place. What Georgia has in place is a ban, except for in the case of in the case of rape and things of that nature. That he agrees with that. Okay, so he kind of went back on the full scale, and it's actually more in line with what other Republican candidates are using as their talking point, which is, I will only support it for this reason. Okay. And that's it. So he kind of tailed back and, went with the way the rest of the party are answering that question during their campaign. Okay. But no, but at the same time, Keith, no, I think you are right. Okay, when this is a part of what you run on, and you have a history
But
that
his,
says
I mean, unless he raped
otherwise,
those women,
yeah.
that he got the
Mm.
abortion, he paid for the abortions for, then he doesn't even fall into that category either. Like, who are these
No.
people? Who are these people that are voting for this man? Like,
Okay,
this is
okay.
how
Oh,
we got into this
let's
situation
put
with
it.
Trump. Like, I
Okay,
don't
let's
I just
just.
want somebody to come down from the big
Okay,
daddy, come down from the
okay,
sky and be like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, it doesn't
okay,
make any sense to me.
okay. So, devil's advocate, right? What if he? How many kids does he have? He has a lot of kids, right? If I'm not
A lot.
mistaken,
It's
Yeah.
a lot of kids,
yeah,
right?
it's like
4,
six.
So
I
maybe
thought it was
no,
6.
6.
six,
Yeah.
7, right?
Yeah,
So
so
he has a lot of kids. So he paid for 2, right? Or whatever. What if he wanted to have the kids and the women wanted to get the abortion? It's a woman's right, right? So what if he, you know what I'm saying? I mean, do you feel what I'm saying? So now if he didn't pay for it, then he look like an asshole or some shit like this, right? So I mean, I'm just saying. So we can only, even if
If you are standing by your principles and have cussed out abortion as much as this dude has cussed out abortion, and you don't pay for it, and she go find the $500 from somewhere fucking else because you don't believe in that. You feel like it is your moral responsibility not to participate in that. You don't participate in. He's Herschel
yep.
fucking Walker, yo. You just
right,
don't participate in it. And then these women would have never been able to say, they could say, I was pregnant by Herschel Walker while he was married
right,
and endangering the life of his wife and kids.
right.
But they can't say that he paid for an abortion. They can't say that because you didn't do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I mean, hey, I mean the whole platform they put abortion on the table, so that's I mean, no pun intended, but that's
But
what they
like
did though.
you're like you're
No, I'm
you
just,
have you no, but you have this platform. Meanwhile, all of the other things that fall under the fucking umbrella of morality, like violence against women, violence against children, infidelity,
but you know,
babies out of wedlock, like
but
that
you
shit
know
don't
that's
make
what they
no
do. But you
difference.
know what they do? They pull that shit out of a
Adultery.
bag. They pull that
Period.
shit out of a bag, and
Adultery,
they
right?
pull a
Yeah.
topic out of the bag, and then that topic be
Mhm.
they be the running point. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
None of that makes any difference.
I'm totally
None of
with you. I'm
that.
totally with you on
None of
that
that
right
makes
there,
any difference.
because then you own this one topic, and you just named like 6 other fucking topics that needed to be
Right.
dealt with,
There
which
are no
other
degrees of
shit
sin. I do know that about the
exactly,
Bible. A
Mm,
sin is a
exactly,
sin, is a twin fucking twin.
exactly.
mm. Sin is a wow. Okay.
Shirt right there.
Yeah. That sounds like a shirt. All right, let's move on to the next. It's like we can't stop talking about this cat. You know what I mean? All right. So the Yay Drink Champs interview, which was actually part 3 of an interview with Drink Champs, was pulled from YouTube. And the funny thing about this is, okay, that's not even the only thing that he's been in the news for recently. Again.
That's not Kanye West.
Again,
He cloned, man. That's not
you
Kanye.
know,
He's
Him and
cloned,
Tom
man.
Hanks.
Yep, him and Tom Hanks.
Oh,
Lord,
it's him, all right.
Look at his jaws. Look
And
at his jawline. Look at his
he's got a
jawline.
little Madonna accent thing going on, which is
Yeah,
super weird to me.
That's what
I
happens when
didn't
you
watch.
get.
I didn't watch that interview. I watched his interview with Chris Cuomo.
That's what happens.
Wow.
That's what happens when you get
Yeah.
cloned. When you get cloned, you have like a British like accent. It's like an undertone in your voice. Peep that shit, yo.
And I
Okay. The Chris.
I don't even know how to approach this topic. I really don't. Okay, can we skip to the next one?
No,
Lord,
man.
here
I
we
really,
go. No,
really,
we
like,
here.
no, I don't
We
really,
here.
not
Okay,
because
we
it makes
here.
me sad, because there's so much to unpack with this whole thing going on.
3 hours of shit, bro.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch that. I'm not watching that Drink Champs, but I did watch Nori's interview where they tried to kind of corner him on Hot 97. I appreciated Nori. I did not appreciate the motherfuckers from Hot 97 at all. I did not like how they interviewed him. I did not like the chick, whoever she is. She's
He
like,
was
yeah,
on. He was on Ebro in the morning, right?
Right. He
Yeah,
was
he was
on
on
Ebro in the
Ebro
morning,
show.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she was like, well, I was a little annoyed when you didn't, combat him when he was saying whatever. So bitch, what? So what?
But first of all, Key, they got to remember what's the name of the show.
Drink fucking champs, and that's what
So where
Nori
the fuck
said.
were they? They were fucking drunk. Come on, man. When you having a conversation with somebody's drunk, it's either you fucking you
so
buzzing.
I have a thing about that too.
Ye won't drunk. Ye won't drunk.
Ye wasn't
drunk.
drunk.
I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm just talking about.
No.
I'm talking about Nori taking control.
Ye wasn't drunk, and
shit.
Nori, I have continued to watch him. I've continued to watch him. You can see him literally before your eyes evolving as a journalist. He's doing an amazing job. This fucking shit was thirsty. They used relationships that they had because they thought they were going to get some hot shit. They got some hot shit, all right, and it was actual shit, right?
Yeah.
So Nori should have been more prepared. He should not have drank as much. And they already knew what the fuck he was going to say. You should have been ready. You should have been ready for all of that shit to spill out of Kanye's West mouth.
This was actually a part of Nori's growth as
absolutely
a host and an interviewer, because this particular one was filmed when this was filmed. This wasn't a recent interview, was it? Last week?
No, this was last week. This
was last week. It was dropped last week. Are you sure? Because
I will look, but I think
because Ye didn't have a beard. He didn't have a beard.
No, he's shaved the beard. He's been on TMZ without that beard for a week and a half, maybe. Why I know this?
I do not know. But
I get what you're saying, Pete. Maybe it might have been pre-recorded, might have been just dropped.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think this one was, or my whole thing is, I think this one was already canned. Okay,
we got to realize, man. We got to realize the culture that we're in right now, right? Vines were how long? Vines were like what, like 7? I can't remember how.
14 seconds.
Or 14 seconds or something like that.
Short, yeah.
Right. TikTok is less than that, if I'm not mistaken, right? So their mind state of just grabbing this stuff is shocking. Having to stay relevant and having to shock people to stay relevant.
I don't know if that was the intention, though. The way, and I believe what Nori says, right? And he was completely apologetic, and that he didn't do enough. But he did stick to his guns and saying, like, most people only watch the first few minutes of that interview, and that's when Kanye said the bullshit, and they checked him way later. I can't confirm because I haven't watched that shit, but I don't think that they were trying to get shock value. I think they were trying to leverage their Nori's relationship with Kanye to get people to watch their show. Like, nigga, if we could have Kanye on here now, I probably would do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to not do it, but I would be prepared to guide the conversation. Now, fast forward to yesterday.
I want to know how many views he got. I want to know how many. I want to know if this was.
Well, they took it down.
The highest. If this was but you still, the numbers are still there. Them numbers are still there. They might have taken it down, but the numbers.
Well, they have the numbers. We can't see them. But fast forward to Cuomo's interview, which was yesterday, maybe.
That was yesterday.
He, not surprisingly, because he's a seasoned journalist, but he attempted to do what Nori said he should have done in the interview that dropped yesterday or the day before that. But Ye was not fucking having that shit. He ran all over that dude. He ran all over and then hung up at the end. Kanye thinks that he is the chosen one. Chosen to do what? I don't know. I do understand what he's trying to say, but his messaging sucks.
Yeah.
And a lot of what he's trying to say is shit that actually fucking happens in the industry.
Can we say
nope. Hold on a minute. Don't do it. I'm gonna put you out. I'm trying. I thought about this shit all day, right? So I can say it in a way.
All right, go ahead.
So what he's trying to say is shit that actually fucking happens. How he said it is not the right way. And that's what Cuomo was trying to get him to realize. But since he feels like he's the fucking chosen one, he just feels like he can just say and do whatever, ever it takes to get to whatever this goal is. But here's the thing about that. The people that have supported you since your inception are now in danger because of how you're messaging whatever end goal you have. You are putting people in danger. You're talking rich people shit and not even telling niggas how to get rich. You are talking about rich people problems. We don't have those problems. But what is happening is because of your rhetoric, which is exactly what it is, you are putting our lives and our teensy weensy compared to you livelihoods in danger. Stop fucking doing that shit, yo. Stop it. Because it doesn't make any sense. He's smarter than this. And it's not and it's not mental illness. It is him being on such a cloud, or he feels like he's on such a cloud. He, in the Cuomo interview, he's talking about, well, my daddy was a Black Panther and my mama was a freedom fighter. Like, I get all of that. And guess what, Ye? A lot of our parents were as well. However, how you message what you're trying to do means a lot to a lot of people. Maybe not caring wise, but how it affects the shit that they have to go through on a daily basis. Like, you just piling more shit on with your rich people shit. Just shut the fuck up. But another point a friend of mine made was that right now he is out Kardashianing the fucking Kardashians.
Right.
And we didn't know that was possible. But that's what's fucking going on right now.
I'm telling you, man, he is fucking that Andy Kaufman shit, man. Look, man. Yo, Kanye, man. The dude.
Call him Ye.
Yay. We probably call him E next. He was on Drink Champs 3 times. I have to find out what his name was. Was it Kanye? Then it was Yeezy, and then now it's Ye. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
This was also, I mean, we can't forget, this was also on the heels of an episode of LeBron James's show, The Shop.
Exactly.
That got pulled. That's not, that's not even seeing the light of day for similar anti-Semitic rhetoric that we made.
But I thought I read they decided to do that.
The Shop decided to pull it.
Right.
Okay.
So
in this instance, Revolt decided to pull it.
But is it proving the point? But is it proving
at the same time,
Kanye's saying?
Revolt let it get out there first.
True.
Before they pulled it.
So this is just, I don't even know if this is a question or just a statement or whatever, but here it goes. So Drink Champs demographic is way different from that show's demographic. Even though that show is on Revolt, it's urban, but it's got NBA players on it. So that demographic that watches that show is
the demographic is really the same, because it's not just athletes on the show. The Shop is a blend of athletes, actors, directors, musicians. It's a total blend, with everyone there at the same time.
LeBron James hosts that show, correct?
Right.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
Who else?
It's him and his partner Maverick Carter. Okay, who's a sports agent, producer.
I have a tendency to think that the demographic is a little more light skinned for that show than it would be for Nori and DJ Effin. I really do.
I wouldn't say so. I would say it's about the same.
So do you think that this interview on Drink Champs was an attempt to get back what they missed when they pulled the show from The original one, the original interview.
No, no. I mean, I think they pulled it due to the backlash. Okay,
been on this
but
Jew thing for a
but
minute,
they
man.
released it. But they released it like they normally release an episode, just how they normally release
Right.
part one
Mhm.
of the interview with Ye and part two of the interview with Ye, which was before the controversy.
Right.
Yeah.
Cass is out to get
Yeah,
these numbers, man.
Yeah, that this latest interview, interview was more recent. It had to be.
Yeah.
It had to be. Yeah, I spent time on it because my friend wanted to talk about it today.
Yeah,
And we talked about it. I'm done with that shit. I
I
can't.
mean, you know,
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch
dude-
this man like spiral out of control.
And
But
now he's
okay,
buying.
all right.
Now he's buying Parler. He's buying Parler.
mhm.
What the hell, part of
Okay.
He was during the Cuomo interview. He was on his way to
Yeah.
see the CEO, who is Candace Owens' fucking
Yeah,
husband.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So yo, what if he's the spook that sat by the door? You know what I'm talking about, P. You
Yeah,
seen the
I know
movie? You know
too.
what I'm talking about.
I know
What if he's
exactly
doing
what
all this stuff to get up in the inside, to change the inside from that? You know what I'm saying? Change the inside from the inside, yo. You know what I mean? But yo, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I feel you. Let me tell you something, P. Let me tell you something, man. The dude, whatever's going on in social media, he is going against the grain of social media.
Yep, totally understand that. Totally understand.
You
Well,
you
actually,
you have
he's really going against the mainstream social media.
right,
You're
right,
buying Parler. You're
right.
buying Parler. Okay, Parler is right wing
Yeah,
social media.
yeah,
Okay, and he's developed the fan base on the right. Simple
yeah.
as that. I mean, he's developed the fan base on the right.
In
And this,
order, okay,
and this, and
that right
you're
there,
not going to tell me,
right?
and you're not going to tell me that this grab to buy Parler from Candace
Preach it,
Owens, who's
preach
been
it,
around him the
preach
whole
it,
time,
preach
is
it.
something new. It's not. It's not.
Yo, in order to get that, you have to show that. And so people are not going to go sell you some shit if they don't see you with some shit. So yeah, he'll play that shit, play that role. Dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what
And
Kanye's I don't know what Kanye's end
Mhm.
plan. I don't know what his end
Right.
game is. But see, but I do see some shit that could, you know what I'm saying? I this is what I can okay. Motherfuckers thought Noah was crazy as shit because this motherfucker built a fucking damn ark in the fucking desert where it never rained. Nigga said the same fucking shit. You was crazy as shit. It never rains here. You crazy. The fuck? 2 animals? Yeah. Noah, you was a stupid motherfucker. You crazy. You not thinking like the rest. Boom. Then the waters came. Hey, bruh, I don't know. All I know is this right here. At the end of the day, he ain't taking no money away from me, and he sure hell ain't putting no motherfucking money in my pocket. So I just got to deal with what's going on with, you know what I'm saying, Tico the guy at this particular time and moment. But on some other shit, it's a thin line. You know what I'm saying? He keeps saying that he puts his life on the line for this shit. You keep wishing for shit. You keep saying shit, putting that shit in the air. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say.
And because here's the thing. There's a way to get your point across without diminishing and admonishing different groups of protected groups of people. That's a fucking thing, right? George Floyd's daughter is suing him.
Yep.
Precedent was just set last month with the Sandy Hook. So she probably get that $250 million that she's looking for. You just can't call a whole fucking group of people out because in your short 45 years, you had a bad experience or some bad experiences or a hand fucking full of bad experience with a certain number of people. Like, that's exactly what the fuck gets done to black people every fucking day. Every day. Every day. Because you don't like us, you prevent us from getting loans. You don't hire us from jobs if they're named. I had to fucking put my initial on my resume. I am one person, Keisha Nicole McDougal. When I changed that Keisha to a K. Nicole,
yep,
all kind of interview requests. That shit happens to us on a regular basis. So that's why I say it's rich people shit, because you've gotten so fucking far away physically and mentally from the struggles that we know you had at the beginning and before the beginning of your career, that you're not even operating in a space where that shit exists anymore. And I get that, because if I was rich, I'd probably fly away from nigga shit too. I would. But I would never fucking forget, and I would never do anything to put my people in further danger or add more prejudice to the plates that they're already fucking carrying that are full.
Now, would he have some solidity? Would he have some backbone on that if he was giving black people or giving the people jobs and making people, you know what I'm saying, and making a way for people to work?
Because you're giving jobs to 1,000 people. That's extreme.
Well, he's a billionaire, right? No, I'm saying not now. So what if he had the back and was like, okay, this is what it is, black owned, black this, boom, boom, boom.
I get that, but that still only affects, there's only so many people that can work, right? You're still talking this shit. If you're still talking that shit, first of all, you're a hypocrite. Second of all, there's still a whole population of people, a whole population of Jewish people, a whole population of black people, a whole population of all people of color that are still affected by the bullshit that you say. Just live in a way, manage your life in a way that you're not doing any harm, but you're not taking no shit either. I get it. You've had a shitty road with this whole fashion thing and music deals and all of that stuff, but that does not make it okay for you to single out a group of people based on their religion. Like, what are we? Was he the Queen of England or something? Like, I don't get it.
And look, just to wrap, okay? And I've had a lot of
Matrix, bro. Gargle with some salt water.
Shut up, Tico. Anyway, look, just to wrap, okay? I do want to watch this in its full context, because that's what a lot of people have hit me with. Watch the whole thing so you get the full context. I understand that, and I plan on doing that. However, because I'm sure I can still get a rip of it, okay? But either way, even in its full context, as part of the context, if this is a part of the context that you were talking about, you got to deal with the consequences of saying it. Period. That's fortunately that's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he said it he said it live. He said it like more than once. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my life on the line for this. We're gonna see how that goes down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But look, we done with Ye, hopefully for another 2 weeks. Hopefully.
Till that fucking album drop, nigga.
Yeah, hopefully. But look. Let's get our black nerd on real quick, and we're going to talk about She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Okay, recap since now the season finale has occurred, and for those that have not watched She-Hulk Attorney at Law, now you can watch all of the episodes watch the whole season, and then judge
Scotty
it from
fan.
there. Okay, and judge it from there.
A lot of people didn't like this show. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
I loved it. I loved it actually.
Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why we enjoyed it. Because we enjoyed lawyer shows like like Ally McBeal, like what's the joint that we used to what's the joint we used to watch? The
Matlock, Perry Mason.
Yeah, that too, yo.
L.A. Law. L.A. Law.
No, it was a television show. It was about
the practice.
Yeah, the practice. Come on, man.
Yeah,
we like those shows, but it was a spoof. You know what I'm saying? It was a funny lawyer.
It was a parody. It was way more comical than any of the series have been, any of the movies. It was a funny show. It was made to be a funny show.
Comedy, right?
I think a lot of people didn't like that about it. They expected it to be way more serious, like a Daredevil,
right?
Or a Luke Cage that had little giggles.
I love that. I love the way they brought Daredevil in. I love that. The comic way that they brought Daredevil in. That was hilarious.
It was and even for those. Look, even for those deep comic nerds, okay, how else were you going to put She-Hulk in live action? Exactly. The comic itself was hilarious.
Yeah.
It never took itself seriously.
No.
Okay. And the show captured all of that. Okay, especially that season finale. That season finale had me rolling.
I mean, it broke down everything because it's whatever season finale for every fucking show is. You bring in everything that you went through the whole fucking year,
your whole family,
whatever. You bring all that shit in.
Titania,
but I'm just saying, like. Any fucking season finale is every show. Think about any show that's out there. The season finale is always the fucking same.
It's a culmination, right?
All the shit that happened that fucking one season.
And the beautiful thing about breaking the fourth wall was calling that shit out. Okay, exactly. Calling that shit out. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This storyline does not even make sense.
Yo, I thought I was gonna see Kevin. Kevin.
I thought I was gonna see Kevin.
I really thought that Kevin was gonna put his, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was gonna do a cameo.
Those that don't know, Kevin Feige, the chairman of Marvel Studios, the man that has the MCU in his hands. Okay,
he's gonna stand there for Stan.
Yeah, and that was the beautiful. Yeah, because I was like, okay, we getting ready to get a Stan Lee moment from Kevin. We finally gonna get Kevin. We finally gonna get, and when
that would have been dope.
Yeah,
but y'all, I have a question. Where did Hulk baby come from?
Oh, you got
hold on. Oh, wait. Before you start that, the fact that you're asking about Scar. Okay, Scar is wow. Okay, this is one of those. This is one of those rabbit hole moments. Key.
Hold on, P.
Educate me.
Key. I'm gonna give you the cliff notes. Perry's about to go deep down on it, but I'm about to give you the cliff notes.
Give it a cliff note. Give it a cliff
note. Remember Thor and Ragnarok, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now remember when Thor was when Thor had to battle the Hulk and the Hulk was a gladiator?
Mm-hmm.
That was Planet Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk had dropped on this planet and had to become a gladiator and wound up being the leader of this planet. But while doing so, he had a kid. Well, he had a kid.
He got married.
And had a kid. And then had another kid, but it was unborn, and then the baby died because of the reactor that the Illuminati shot the Hulk in outer space. They making this shit seem real timid and real fucking nice, but it's not. Perry, go ahead. I'm just letting you know that's what happened. That's how he comes because that's how that came about.
The source material comes from Planet Hulk. when the Illuminati being Reed Richards, Professor X, Black Panther, and the Submariner shot the Hulk into space because the Hulk destroyed Las Vegas.
The same Illuminati you saw on in Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange,
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so they shot him into space. He lands on this planet, and it's a gladiator planet where people fight in gladiator style. Okay, and Hulk was not the strongest cat there, so he actually had to use his mind as the Hulk, not as Banner, but as the Hulk. Okay, and so he ended up being their greatest champion. He ended up leading the revolution. He ended up getting married. He ended up having a kid. Okay, and then the reactor that Tico brought up exploded on the planet, killed his wife. He got mad.
And his
people. He got mad and led an invasion back to Earth, which was World War Hulk with Hulk,
which is coming
with
up.
Hulk, and which I don't think they're going to bring World War Hulk to this because listen, hear me out.
I feel
because look how they introduced Scar, and look how they introduced Scar, and look how they treated the
hey,
Hulk.
This is my son.
Yeah,
this is my son.
It was.
That's it.
And two, look how they treated they put the whole Planet Hulk mythos into Ragnarok. Okay,
bro. Okay, P. You got to remember this. Not only because what you're doing now, just going film, TV. You're just going by film and TV. You also have to put in the animation movies that were put out. Those things are also part of the timeline. So you're absolutely right. So the reason why they won't see, that's the only thing that I hate about them about doing the Hulk, because they always use the Hulk as a carry on, but the Hulk has so many layers and so many
people,
so many things going on. That you know what I'm saying?
And so many layers that are just him.
Right.
Just him.
That's just him.
Yeah. Because think about it. And halfway through this season, when she's calling Bruce and the phone went out, Bruce was in space.
Right.
He was in space to go get his son. Or or that was the reason why we saw that spaceship at the beginning of She-Hulk. They introduced us to
he said that's something I got to deal with. He said
he's got something I got to deal with. And now he's brought his son back to Earth. You know what this feels like to me? I ain't talking about the new Avengers, okay? I'm talking about young Avengers, okay?
I mean, that's what I mean, the young Avengers.
Because one, we've already been introduced to Wanda's kids,
right?
Who we'll see again. Trust me. All right.
Yeah.
We've been introduced to Isaiah Bradley.
Right.
Sorry, Isaiah's grandson. Right. Who in the comic book is Super Patriot. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. We've already been introduced to the to the new Hawkeye.
Right.
Okay. So one of the next, out of that original Young Avengers team, the one person that hadn't been introduced was the Hulk factor of it. In the Young Avengers team, it was Hulk.
You forgot Ironhawk. You forgot Ironhawk.
Oh yeah, I forgot Riri. We're getting ready to see Riri in Wakanda
Black
Forever.
Panther, right?
Yeah, we're going to see her introduced in Wakanda Forever, and the trailer for her show already dropped for Ironheart. Okay, so you're seeing all of these pieces come together. You got to throw Ms. Marvel into that as well.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, you got to throw Ms. Marvel into that as well. So the only piece missing.
Don't sleep on fucking Miles, dog. Even though it's animated, I'm telling you.
No, I'm not. But here's the whole thing. Miles and Miles's character is with Sony. And leave it there until they figure out a way to introduce
get it back,
which they have. Okay. Right. So the next thing is, introducing the Hulk factor, which I think Scar is a better way to introduce the Hulk factor than going with
Red Hulk.
Hulk Lynn. Remember the blonde Hulk? The blonde gay Hulk.
Hoagland.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
this
yeah.
was actually your best.
I'm sorry, the blonde gay Hulk.
Yeah, Hoagland. He was
Hoagland.
okay. He was a part of the Young Avengers, and he was involved with one of Scarlet Witch's sons.
All I know is he better be the bottom because he's a fucking Hulk. There's no way this nigga's taking dick in the ass. There's no
You
fucking
know
Hulk
what?
dick in the
I
ass.
haven't had to put you out of
That
this
shit,
episode.
motherfucking shit is fucking crazy as shit.
I
There's
have
no
not
way.
had to put you out of this episode.
Comic books is comic
sorry.
books, but damn it, reality is fucking reality. God damn. You know, that's like fucking, that's like being in Oz and Annabisi behind your ass, dog. Ain't nobody fucking with that shit, yo. Nobody fucking with that.
But
you gotta be a bottom.
Yeah, but look, off of that, I mean, look, great series, excellent series. If you haven't watched it, give it go ahead, give it a chance,
and stop thinking of it as a fucking superhero. Fucking,
it's a story.
It's a fucking, it's right. It's a attorney.
I mean, remember,
it's a funny attorney.
She said it at the very end. She said it at the very end. This is an attorney show.
A funny attorney show. And I just
is
happen to be a fucking attorney.
Is it the first one where they like talking to the camera? I forgot.
Yep.
No. Well, Deadpool, but Deadpool was with what you call it. So
Deadpool don't count yet.
Deadpool don't count
until we get our Deadpool 3. Okay.
Right. Until we get Deadpool 3 comes in.
Yeah.
Yo, man, this is about to be crazy, man. This whole shit about to be crazy. Fucking Secret Wars. That shit's about to be crazy.
They just need their own streaming service. I'd pay for it.
Yo, crazy, yo. But see, all right, P. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people got offended with Hulk. I mean, with Thor, because the last Thor was more comical than it was anything else.
I love that movie.
She-Hulk, comical, right?
Mm-hmm. They don't like it. They want violence and bloodshed.
Exactly.
Seriousness and no lightheartedness. There's no lightheartedness allowed in the MCU.
Nobody's understanding, Key, that okay, the bottom line is this. You old some bitches, this shit is not for you. This shit is not for you.
You can hold on and see if you want
exactly. You can hold on as much as you want to, but this shit is not for you. The bottom line is merch and the sales of fucking profit.
Mm-hmm.
You old some bitch, you might buy one toy, because I'm one of the motherfuckers that buy a toy and keep it, you know what I'm saying, and collect. But I know that these movies are not for fucking me. These movies are for kids. These movies are the push product. Get out your fucking feelings. We had our chance with Star Wars when you had to push. We had our shit. Fucking Mork from Ork. We had our shit.
Mork? Did you say Mork from Ork?
Yeah. Well, I had Mork from Ork. He had an egg and the whole shit. Like he had for real. He had an egg.
No.
The whole shit. Yo, we had our shit. Let these motherfuckers market to these young kids. Appreciate the shit that you had. Be like, oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see how that goes. I remember back in the days when that's the connection. This is what this shit is about. This shit is about the connection of you and your kids or your grandkids, man. Get out your fucking feelings. It's not for you. I'm off my fucking fucking shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Get off your shit.
Look, that's a great. I'll say this. That's a great place to end it. That's a great place to end it. Okay. Look, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good episode of Straight to Tape this evening. Remember, you can catch us on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Audio version of Straight to Tape is available on your favorite podcasting platforms. Make sure you're hitting us up on our social media platforms, and make sure you're hitting us at our S2T Media YouTube channel. Make sure you go by there and subscribe. Okay. Man. Well, I think this, like I said, I think this is a great place to end it. And we'll definitely see you next week. Hopefully Rob will feel, Rob will feel,
don't do it, Perry.
Rested.
Don't
no,
do
I'm just
it.
saying,
Don't
no. I'm just saying, look, I'm just, I'm just hoping, I want him to feel fully rested, so that we can, so we can have a great conversation. And I pray that the Eagles go 7-0.
Oh, he's gonna be all right because y'all homecoming. You're gonna be right for homecoming.
No, I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Philadelphia. I'm really hoping the Philadelphia Eagles go 7-0. And you know the reason why I say that?
Because y'all get to play y'all.
No, because if they lose, he's gonna be unbearable on this show.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Who the worst fans? Somebody told me Philly fans.
Philly fans beat up the old man, the old Redskin dressed up. Man.
I heard about that.
Years and years ago.
They gangster though. They motherfuckers is gangster. So
that's what I heard.
But they say Cowboys are the worst because you know what I'm saying. The whole just cowboy shit. I guess I don't know.
I'll say this.
Pittsburgh.
No, it's Cowboy fans definitely. It's just they're freaking unbearable. They're unbearable. They're unbearable fan base. They just are. But I'll say this: the ultimate fan battle will be if the Super Bowl has the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Now that will be the ultimate fan battle. Because don't sleep, those Buffalo Bill fans, those Buffalo Bill fans are no joke either. All right, and now they got Griselda behind them hard too. Yeah, really? They ain't no joke.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
I knew it was coming. Yeah,
them whites in northern New York, they ain't thinking about that.
I need Perry to take 3 steps to the left. Perry, just take 3 steps to the left, dude, because you stepping all on that nigga dick, yo. You all for real, yo. But yo, I heard he has some beef, yo. I heard he has some beef, yo.
You talking about the women with Freddie Gibbs?
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I just stumbled upon it. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop and comedy has been hurting my heart lately. So you know what I'm saying, with all this beef and shit.
No, that was due to Freddie Gibbs getting having a show in Buffalo, and some guys jumped Freddie Gibbs and snatched his chain, and there was a lot of back and forth between the two of them, even before he got jumped. So and Freddie Gibbs is releasing releasing an excellent album, and so I hope we ain't got to hear about this, about this beef again. We got another edition.
I don't know, man. Eminem going back with this fucking Benzino shit. That nigga, that's been 20 years ago.
Chico, stop talking.
I'm sorry.
Candy, you're about to hate what I'm about to say, okay?
Still from last weekend?
Yes.
Candy, you're about to hate what I'm about to say. But another edition of Hitler Wears Hermes is on the way and should be out in about another 2 weeks. Okay?
It's Hermes. It's Hermes.
Hermes. Okay.
What?
Sorry.
Hitler wears what?
Hitler wears Hermes.
Hermes.
Okay?
Hermes.
Hermes.
Okay.
Hermes.
Yeah.
Hitler wears Hermes.
Yeah, it's
not Aramis, not soap on a rope. Hermes.
Yeah. I think
Hermes.
Hermes. Yeah, I think this is 9. Yes. Look, I think this is 9 or 10 for West Side Guns, but that will be coming out soon. It looks like who's on it? I know Buster's supposed to be on it. Jadakiss is going to be on it.
I don't know how this turned into this.
We just started talking Buffalo.
You were wrapping the show up.
Yeah, no, we were just talking. It just happened because we started talking Buffalo.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No.
I started talking Buffalo. Okay.
Thank you.
So, but that's coming out. And guys, look, November 11th. I'll go ahead and say it. November 11th, we got the news today. KD3 will be out on November 11th. So
I'm interested to hear that.
Yes. So, Nas and Hit Boy together haven't disappointed. I'm not expecting this to be a disappointment either. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we out of here for the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y.
Bye. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Shit.
And for the the hungover Tico the Gallo.
Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something, yo. If y'all owe me money and I see y'all and you getting heavy and you getting bigger, that's a sign of disrespect.
Just get the fuck out of here, yo.
Owing money and being fat is a sign of disrespect.
You can get fat off bologna sandwiches.
I don't give a shit. You owe me money.
Look, it's your man C. Perry II. We out of here. See y'all next week. Peace.